Oh, I didn't see you there.
Warning, the following video contains spoilers. If you have not seen this movie, I suggest you freaking book it. Still like and subscribe.
So yeah, I saw The Bad Guys. I saw it on opening day. I saw it because I like the book series, and also when Mr. Beast leaked the first 6 minutes, I had no other choice but to fill the empty gap in my soul. Since I haven't been going to theaters recently or anything because of COVID, this was the first movie I was hyped up to see since, I don't know, like the Lego Movie 2 or something. Let me be the first one to tell you that this animation is straight up eye candy. Like, this animation reminds me exactly of Mitchell's vs. the Machines. That's freaking good animation. And can we please stop to talk about the voice acting in this film? Every single character's voice sounds absolutely perfect. Okay, this is how the actual film goes. So it starts off with Mr. Wolf and Mr. Snake having lunch. They're talking about birthdays and how Mr. Snake hates his. It's just facts for him. So then they walk out of the diner, rob a bank, hijack a car, start having a huge chase scene with the cops. Mr. Shark shows up. Like half a minute later, Mr. Piranha shows up. And, Mr. Piranha farts a lot. Yeah, that's a running joke. Then we meet, this cop lady, on your chase scene. And then they, head back to their, hideout, talk for a bit. Mr. Snake has a push pop. Then they celebrate his birthday for a bit. So then, Channel 6 News comes on. And the new governor, Diana Foxington, starts talking about how they will be the easiest problem to get rid of, and that they have literally no harm caused. So, after hearing about that announcement, the whole gang gets flippin' ticked. So, Mr. Wolf has the idea that will cement their criminal legacy into the face of the earth. They're gonna steal the Golden Dolphin, which is a prize given to the goodest citizen of the year, which is going to be Marmalade. I mean, literally, he's the guy who stopped world hunger. So the next night, they try to steal it. So on the night they're there, Wolf is walking down a huge stairway like that. And there's an old lady in front of him, and he sees all this nice stuff in her purse. So he leans over, and the old lady trips and is about to fall to her death. So, like the bad but humble man he kind of is, he helps her up, and then she tells him that he's a good boy. And then Mr. Wolf's tail starts wagging. So yeah, now he knows what it's like to be loved instead of, hated. He just tries to deny it. So Miss Tarantula hacks into everything, and Mr. Wolf finds a perfect time to steal it, and, well, they get away with it. Yahoo! I could say. So you see, Marmalade was about to get the award, but then it wasn't there when they opened the curtains for it, because Mr. Wolf stole it, right? Well, then Marmalade starts talking about how he doesn't want to be good for an award, because to be good, it feels good. And then Wolf's tail starts wagging, and his disguise kind of falls apart. And then they go to jail. Okay, but they don't really go to jail, but they're about to go to jail. And then Mr. Wolf, talks his way out of this and says, "We were bad guys because no one ever gave us the opportunity to be good guys." And then Marmalade takes him takes some affirmative, and then he's trying to teach them to be good. So everyone just sits there confused because they know Mr. Wolf, and they know that he would never back down from a world legacy. So he explains to everyone how it's all part of a plan, in that, they're staying bad, and they're still going to steal the Golden Dolphin, but once everyone loves them, because they're all good, they steal the Golden Dolphin. So once they get there, there's this huge heart shaped lamp thingy. Everyone's calling it a butt. So your first task is to get a kitten down from a tree. It does not go well. So then, Marmalade asks the bad guys, well, what are you good at? And they say, like, robberies, heists, stuff. So then he suggests a heist for good. So since it's a heist for good, they end up wearing these things. Okay, so they break into the place and end up freeing all the hamsters. But they still failed. So later, Mr. Wolf talks to Diane Foxington, and she just really says how a wolf and a fox aren't that different. Ew, not that different, you say? Huh, come on. What do you mean? What do you mean? So yeah, that night, Mr. Wolf goes outside, climbs up on a tree, and wants to save the cat. And then Marmalade ends up recording it, and it goes viral, and everyone starts loving them. The rest of the gang comes outside to celebrate, the whole going viral thing. And then they go back inside, and Marmalade talks to Mr. Wolf about how someday he's going to have to choose between his friends or the good life. You need to carry around less dead weight. So you remember the golden dolphin? Well, now we're going to have the real ceremony for that, because, yeah. So the bad guys are going to host it, because everyone loves them now. And it's also the first ever live showing of the big heart thing, so, yeah, there's that. Yeah, so Mr. Piranha starts singing, and there's a huge party. This song is so good. So, yeah, and they're planning to steal the golden dolphin. Their plan is for Mr. Wolf, while he's announcing the winner, which, will be Marmalade, presses a button, and then the whole room goes dark for about 4 seconds, and that's their only chance to steal it. So now Mr. Wolf is a big softy, so he doesn't hit the button. And then immediately after the winner is announced, which is Marmalade, it goes completely black. Turns out Marmalade turned off all the lights and stole the big heart lamp thingamajig that looks like a huge butt. Everyone thinks it was the bad guys because they were literally, criminals less than a week ago. So now they do actually go to jail. When Marmalade secretly speaks to the bad guys, he does look a bit more loose than before, so I couldn't find any pictures on Google of what he would look like, so I just drew him. You're welcome. I don't care if I gave you nightmares. So they go to jail. Snake gets ticked at Mr. Wolf. They get into an argument. I remember one part where Mr. Snake tries to strangle him, suffocate him. I really don't know what he's doing in this scene, but then they get broken out of jail, but by the governor, who was originally the Crimson Paw, the criminal who stole literally anything imaginable. But literally nobody knows who the Crimson Paw is. Okay, for the next minute or so of this video, just for the rest of the video, I'm going to call her the Crimson Paw. Because what kind of name is Diana Foxington? Like, what the... I mean, if you're a governor, it's a good name. Okay, so now Mr. Wolf and Mr. Snake aren't friends anymore. Miss Tarantula, Mr. Piranha, and Mr. Shark all go along with Mr. Snake. A bunch of action happens. Okay, so this movie has like a really nice flow, and then all the writers were just thinking, we need a plot, so let's just add a bunch of mind-controlled guinea pigs. Like, that's the most random thing ever. So, the whole gang becomes friends. They kill the enemy. No, they don't kill him, but they get all the guinea pigs back to normal. The cops arrest Marmalade, and they think that he's the Crimson Paw. The end. See you in the next video. Like and subscribe.